Alright, this is Anthony Victoria, live here at the San Bernardino Library Study Room. I'm here with President of Los Redactores, Javier Hernandez. Say hello to the camera, Javier.
Yes, sir. Hello, camera. Javier Hernandez, President of Los Redactores, business major, business owner, community activist, do it all. Do it all around, really versatile.
So today we're here and we're going to discuss a couple of things with Javier. The first question I want to ask you, Javier, is what motivated you to pursue the journalism field, and what is your goal? What do you like to accomplish, here at Valley College?
All right, that's a good question. I think it has to go back to my philosophy. I'm always willing to learn. I'm not afraid to try new things. And so with that, the opportunity came when I first met Richard. When I first met Richard was when...
First of all, can you explain to us who Richard is?
Richard Contreras, he's my mentor. He's actually my mentor. Also the people around here, my brother. We got Vincent right here in the background. We got Fati over here. Yeah, and then
myself.
There you go, Anthony. And so how I met this guy was last year, 2011, the fall 2011, Emery, Hector Guzman, a few others, and myself, the idea came that we wanted to create a newspaper. So with this newspaper, we was going to publish out in the campus. And so the next year, 2012, Hector bumped into Richard, adding like a same class, and then from there, Hector brought Richard over, and then a week later, I went show up to the meeting because we was meeting every week, and then I met him. He seemed like a great guy. Everything he broke it down. The first day he broke it down. What it takes to be a journalist. How to do a publication.
Right.
And then since then, it was like it was on. Richard pretty much opened the doors to the journalism field. And so as myself, being always willing to learn, I took on the opportunity and tried new things. And along the way, I learned many things, in journalism. It's not just asking questions, you get to read, person's body language, communication, nonverbal and verbal. What else? Journalism not just about asking questions. Again, it's about life also. You learn many aspects to life with journalism, so it goes many ways, and that's how I got involved in journalism. And as a journalist, opening many doors, with the LR Los Redactores, with Alien Empire Journalists Association, so opening many doors, and not sky's the limit, the universe is, the
universe is the limit.
Yeah, it's the limit. Okay,
so considering that we have only one student publication here on campus,
yeah.
What's your attitude towards that? Do you feel like maybe students should be more aware about events and programs and just even little simple things that are going on campus? Do you feel like maybe our media programs, our news outlets here on campus could do a better job, or do you feel like maybe the resources have a factor in those decisions? The decisions to eliminate the paperback version of the Arrowhead News, and do you feel like maybe LR Los Redactores could take the lead on that and publish paperback, implement paperback newspapers once again? And what's your attitude? What's your philosophy towards that? And
all right, a few things that you mentioned that I agree with is that right now the Arrowheads is online. Is due to budget cuts. Budget cuts, there's been a lot of classes being cut. There's been a lot of teachers being laid off. And more students try to go to school. And with that said, that's why the Arrowhead newspaper, it used to be in paper form, now it's online because due to budget cuts, and because of that, students are not aware what's going on in campus. Some students don't know, that we have a newspaper on campus, the Arrowhead.
Well, let's ask two students that aren't journalism students here.
Okay.
We have Rosa sitting down there. I don't know if she minds standing up.
I'll stand up.
Oh, I can zoom in? All right, hold up. Oh, you can stay right there, though.
I'm standing up. I'm standing up. I stood up.
Okay, she's here.
I took over the.
So,
president's
Rosa, how are you doing today, first of all?
chair. Good. I'm doing good.
Okay, what's your interest to study?
Bio-pre-med.
Bio-pre-med. Why do you want to be a bio-pre-med major?
Because I care for living things.
Okay, and so I was just over here talking to Javier, and we were discussing the fact that, you know, student publications on campus aren't in paper form no more. They're not paperback. Everything is online. First of all, could I ask you, have you even read an edition of our newspaper at all this year?
No.
Why not?
Where are they located?
Where are they located?
Yeah.
Well, they're online. That's the thing. Do you feel like maybe?
Oh, online? Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you read it online.
You said on paper though.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. So, you know, do you feel like maybe if there was a form of paper, you know, a form or like a publication that's on paper, would you be more apt to read that more instead of going to the online?
It depends if it's relevant to the audience, as in would I be interested in it? Why would it benefit me? And where would it be located? Is it easy to my access?
Actually, I would feel like it should be.
Right.
Because,
but most people don't know where newspapers, even if we have the bins right in front of Baker's,
Yeah.
like that's close to Baker's where everybody goes, but in reality, who knows that the paper that they need like for a job is right there, or who knows like that those papers carry useful information for them? No one does really.
And that's the problem with the media today, is that, you know, we're not really getting enough paper editions anymore.
Yeah, it's been cut back, budget cuts again. And another thing is technology. I know if you guys heard that, I'm not sure the exact details, but there's been a company where it's switching off to technology on ebooks or online due to it's more cheaper, due to, you know, you save a lot of money.
And that's not necessarily, don't get me wrong, that's not necessarily a bad thing either, you know. I feel that I feel that
Keep it going, Anthony.
I feel that you know, we need more access to technology. Technology could be something wonderful because
You're not wasting the material.
you're not wasting paper, you're not wasting resources, natural resources, and you're being, you know, environmentally friendly. But at the same time,
If you recycle your own newspaper, you would have more people like me interested in reading your own newspaper.
exactly.
Because like I said, I'm studying bio-pre-med, and I'm all economic, and like I like, you know, cutting back on certain things. And if I find out that you guys are like recycling your newspaper for the better or turning it into something else, of course I would rather read your newspaper than somebody else's.
Because we're actually being
Eco-friendly.
That's the
Yes.
point.
exactly, and which is where I was going is. A lot of people say, well, okay, online is better because this and that.
Yeah.
But what about those ideas, you know, recycling paper
Yeah.
and, you know, using the same paper that maybe we've used before, you know? And it's like, those are things that we need to think about. Because quite frankly, if I was to be a reader, I'd want to read something that's up in front of my face instead of having to go somewhere and click on a URL, which is easy too, considering that we're in the age of the internet. But, I mean, there's nothing better than just, you know, having someone say, well, here's the newspaper, look, here's our new edition of the paper. It came out this week. It's here. You can pick it up at the library. You can pick it up at the cafeteria. Bam. People could just read it, and if they don't want to read it, they could just set it down or give it to someone else, you know? And it's that easy. It's up in your face. Instead of, you know, because people aren't going to, you know, if you tell someone like, okay, well, go to this link. 50%, maybe even more, 60, 70% of people aren't going to do that. They're just going to be like, oh, well, fuck it, you know? Like, I don't care about that Arrowhead News. Like, why is it relevant to me, you know? And that's why I feel like with LR, we can make things more relevant. You could tell people, like, hey, what do you want to write about? Or what do you want us to write about? What do you want to read? What things are interesting to you as a student?
Correct.
What is interesting to Jeffrey, you know?
I got you.
And You know, he doesn't want to be included, but you know, what's interesting
Because I don't
too.
know what to say.
Question Nicole. She's okay being questioned.
No, wait, hold on, what? I literally.
Hello. You want to introduce yourself? What's your name? Who you are?
My name is Nicole, and I've known Rosa since she was a sophomore.
Sick with it.
Okay.
Sophomore.
Okay. Wow.
She grew up on me.
Is she? All right.
I'm just getting old though.
All right.
Ask her your personal questions about the newspaper.
Oh, do you feel like a newspaper is better online or in printed?
Oh, I don't know. I would say online because that's where people are. If you print it out, you're gonna waste all the money to print it, and then no one might read it. You know what I mean? They'll grab it, but they may not read it.
But that's the problem that we're suffering right now with our publication, is that we had more viewership when we're actually in print, when we had it printed, whereas now we went online, and now we're not able to get as much of a viewership because people aren't willing to go on the link and go on the website. So that might change because we got a new format, we got a new website, which is easier. You know, we could actually like it. People could like it, and then it could be put on Facebook. Then that way you have more people viewing it on Facebook.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
But at the same time, it's like, you know, I feel personally that, you know, having both or having the paperback, the printed version, would be better because, you know, you could have weekly articles or maybe daily articles that you can hand out to people, and then, you know, they'll have something in their face and that they could read.
Something visual.
Something visual.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's a good point.
So it goes many ways then, you know, it goes many ways. You know, the discussion, you know, could go either or. Should be online or paper form.
I think
Yeah.
it should be both. I mean,
It's easy to do both.
I feel like we could do both, you know?
It's more work to do both.
It's more work,
I
but
think
it's
a lot
possible.
of people like in the newspaper paper, right? Because they get to feel the paper and go through the pages.
Put in a scrapbook if you like a quote or an
You know, and cut
article.
the pictures or whatever.
Doesn't
Yeah.
hurt your eyes
And
when you're looking
internet.
at the screen way too long.
Okay.
There you go.
There you
You're
go.
blind.
You're gonna get
glasses.
distracted. You're gonna get distracted.
So,
How about you, Vincent? What you think?
Both ways.
Both ways? Either or.
Either way.
Alright.
what about Pati? Pati's been quiet over here. You know, just posted up. She looks like she's tired, had a long day, you know.
Like, don't look at me, don't question me.
She's just looking at me like I'm a fucking beat
You
you
gotta mute
up.
you can hide behind it.
Excuse my language, excuse my French.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm on camera, but
So there it is, you know.
Video adjourned at.
Video adjourned
Alright, dude. I'll see you
at
later.
the library.
you know what?
At the library. Say bye.
Bye.
Yeah.